So today we're going to talk about one of my favorite features. It's not used too much, but it's our video result feature. So the cool thing about our video result feature is you're able to link a RunSignup result to a YouTube video showing your finishers crossing the line. What's great about that is once you have everything set up and linked properly, in the RunSignup results for each participant, you can click on a video link and it will take them right to when that particular participant finishes. So typically it's a static video right at your finish line that will have like your clock time showing. It'll look something like this, where you just have a static camera shot and kind of showing all your finishers cross the line. So you can see here in this result, there's now a video link under their clock time for each participant. And that participant or you as a race director can click into that video link and it'll take them to that YouTube video and show exactly when that particular participant crossed the line.
So we could do a search here for Pickle. We find Allison, who works here. She's bib 39. You can click on her video result there. And we see her crossing the line. Bib 39. And it's all synced up.
In this particular example, we set a delay, so it'll backtrack X number of seconds before the finisher crosses the line.
So now let's quickly take a look at how we can set this up. So on your race dashboard, after you have your results uploaded, you can go to Race Day Tools, Results, Edit Results. And on the results set, we're going to be looking at 2013. You can go to Video Settings and just check the box for Set up a finish line video on YouTube. Put the YouTube video ID in. The video ID is what's after the watch $V equals. So this little segment here, if you have this and T equals and then something S, you can get rid of that. That's just if you had watched the video before, YouTube's trying to bring you to the spot where you last left off. So you grab that video ID, copy it, paste it into here. Next, in the video offset section, for clock times, you go to the video, and for this video, the clock time was put as an overlay on top of the video. A tip that we have for video results is if you're recording the video at the finish line, try to get the clock at the finish line in the shot. As you can see here, it is in the shot, but this is the back side of the clock, so we can't see anything there. It'll just make it a lot easier if you can get that clock in the shot.
When I was timing, we had a dual-sided clock. So they do make dual-sided clocks. Both sides of the clock will show the running clock time, because you do always want to have the clock facing the runner so the runner can actually see the time. And if you have a dual-sided clock, it'll help the video results. And then, for your spectators and runners, they'll see the time as they come in.
But again, for this video, they put in the overlay, so we can use that as the clock time. Gonna play the video a little. He crosses the line about 24:43. That's when we see our first runner coming in. So we put that in as the clock time, and then we look at the timestamp on the video. It's about 2:15 or 2:14 if I back it up a second. So we're going to put that in as the start time video offset. And we'll save our settings. So now when we click this video link, it's going to bring us to 2:14 in the video, or actually 2:09 because we have this 5-second offset, which is going to start the video 5 seconds before the point in the video that matches the clock time for that runner.
The reason why we do recommend 5 seconds as a delay is if you didn't set a delay and you click right into the video, you would just watch the runner cross the line and you wouldn't actually be able to see the runner kind of coming into the finish line, kind of the last 5-second stretch that they're running in.
Now, when you post your video to YouTube, we recommend that you don't do any edits to it. Just post it from start to finish, because if you edit it, that's going to mess up the offset and you'll have to put in even more offsets.
So in this video, there is an edit that was made to the video. So you can see here, we're right around 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the video, and we see our first place finisher crossing the line with a clock time of around 24:44. So if we pause it right here, you can see that the clock time is 24:44. The video time is 2:15. Now, if we play it through really quickly and pause it right here, you can see we're 1 second after that 2:15 now in the video. So we're at 2:16 into the YouTube video, but you can see the clock time jumped to 26:40. So there was about a 2-minute gap between first place and second place finisher. And so now as we come in and kind of watch the finisher come through, the second place finisher will finish at around 26:49 or so clock time, and he'll finish right at 2 minutes and 26 seconds into the video. So he finished in the YouTube video 11 seconds after the first place finisher, but in reality it was around 2 minutes later. So if we go back to our result page right now, if we were to click the video link for our second place finisher, because we're using the first offset of 2:15 in the video and 24 minutes into the clock time, it's going to try to add around 2 minutes to the YouTube video, and it's going to bump you into around 4 minutes and 20 seconds or so into the video. So the offset that we set up originally didn't take into account the 2-minute cut that we deleted out of this video. So it's going to bring you to 4:15 into the video, and it's not going to be right on to where the second place finisher is.
Yeah, so here we have bib 919, but the finisher that we clicked on was 2:52. So to correct this, we would add another offset. And as Kevin mentioned, that finisher came in around 26:49. So that would be our new clock time here. And then the start time in that video was 2:26. And then we can't have overlapping clock times here, so we have to put an end time on this one. We'll just put it at 25 minutes because we don't have any video footage of runners crossing the line at 25 minutes. So in this case, we only had one runner coming in at this point, but if you had multiple runners coming in, you would just put this as the last clock time that you see in the video before the new offset starts. And then we'll save those settings. And now if we go back here and refresh the page, when we look at bib 252 and watch his video result, we can see him crossing the line, 2:52. And now since there's no more edits in the video, everyone after that is going to go off that second offset, and their videos are going to be synced up with their finish time. We recommend that you don't do any edits in your video, so you only have to set the one offset. So even if you have like a 10-minute gap between runners, just leave that in there, post the whole video, and then set one offset.
Now, there might be situations where you may want to make cuts in your YouTube video. Oftentimes in ultra races, there's a huge time gap between your first place finisher and your last place finisher. We're talking like, 7, 10, 11, 12 hours between your first and last finisher. In those cases, yeah, you'll probably want to make cuts in your YouTube video and kind of shorten the video down from 12 hours to maybe 2 hours or 1 hour, whatever it may be. RunSignup only supports linking one result set to one YouTube video. So the reason why you would want to make the edits in this particular example here with ultras is you can't post multiple YouTube videos of your 12-hour finish and put it as kind of part 1, part 2, part 3 separate videos on YouTube and link it all to one RunSignup result. You'll just want to make sure you make note of kind of when the cuts happen, clock time, and then when you post a video, just make sure you know kind of where the YouTube video timestamps are and match it up to when you cut it in the clock time. That way, when you're setting up your offsets, because you'll have to set up multiple offsets, you kind of can do that quickly without having to jump back and forth between the YouTube video and the RunSignup setup. But for 5Ks and 10Ks, even marathons where your finishers are sort of done within, call it an hour or two window, you can just post that 2-hour video onto YouTube and just set up the first offset, and you should be good to go.